Welcome back to our show, Back to Basics, a hardwiring in Christ through conversations. Each week we will discuss different topics on marriage, family, communications, etc. through the lens of Christ. And each week you can chime into the conversation by either calling us at 253-584-1480, or you can go over and hit us on the Back to Basics Facebook page. So, now getting into a couple announcements for our show. Next Saturday, if you live in Lacey, you want to commute to Lacey, you want to go to Lacey, we're doing a Survive to Thrive class at the Lacey Forza. Pretty awesome place. They got an awesome coffee shop, and in that Forza they have a little conference room. It's like for 12 people, and that's how many slots I have available for my Survive to Thrive class. So if you want to learn to engage in relationships and have some understanding, come out to that class. It is free. And you get a cup of coffee or a drink up to $8, and I'm paying the bill. So if you want free coffee and an awesome class, come to our Survive to Thrive class at the Lacey Forza. Our next announcement is our Shayless Lodge giveaway. Right now we're at 52 to 54 likes on our Back to Basics Facebook page. Again, if we get to 500 likes by the end of May, one lucky winner will get to go to the Shayless Lodge for one day and get paid their hotel for the evening. If we get up to 1,000 likes on our page, we will go over and give you 2 nights, cover the incidentals, and $100 on the dining room that they have over there, which is pretty much off the chain. So if you want to get a romantic getaway for free and you're already listening to us, go to the Back to Basics page and actually like our Back to Basics page. Also today, in another announcement, is our Marriage 180 sponsor. I'm going to pull up their prompt up super quick. They are a great ministry that we are partnering with and sponsoring with. They go over and they're out of Clarksville, Tennessee. It's just amazing on how many applications you have on your phone just to try to open something up to give information. But let me get there really quick. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. So our sponsor, 180 Marriage Coach. They are restoring marriages 180 degrees at a time because divorce isn't always the answer. They're a mobile coaching center, one of its kind. They help with all aspects of your life, marriage coaching, life coaching, mentoring. They're published authors and motivational speakers. They have partnered with us. They also provide private coaching in the privacy of your own home, over lunch, in your office, etc. They're meeting you where you need them and help to give you a boost of life when it holds you down. So you can go to their 180 Marriage Coach Facebook page. They're willing to do the work. If you're willing to do the work, they'll help you give their marriage a 180-degree turn. Give your marriage a 180-degree turn. Newlywed couples that are looking for marital advice, engaged couples that are looking for premarital counseling, and all married, one man and one woman, married couples in between. So, go over and go to their Marriage 180 website and also their Facebook page. And they're a great sponsor for us, and hopefully you can sponsor them. Lastly, we have a couple more announcements, and we'll get them through quick, and then we'll get into content. We are, as Perspectives and Reflections, that is the arm of the Back to Basics radio show, is doing a Veterans Christian Charity fundraiser, June 30th. That's a Thursday evening, 6 p.m. out in Lacey. We will get you the details over our Back to Basics Facebook page. You can instant message us. We are going to go over and give a 60% donation to the Veterans Christian Charities. So I will be teaching a 1-hour class. Miss Moffat's Mystical Cupcakes will be providing cupcakes. We're still working on a food vendor, so you're going to have food, you're going to have cupcakes, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to be able to help out veterans to get off of the street. 25% of veterans that get out of the military go over and struggle with homelessness. Even ourselves, we struggled a couple times in our lives, and we want to help and give back. So we are doing a fundraiser June 30th in Lacey for the Veterans Christian Charity. So you can find them. Just go to veteranschristiancharity.com. You'll find them on the internet. You can go donate to them. We're giving a 60% donation. The tickets will be $100 up front, and if you book last minute, it'll be $150. But again, 60% of that donation is going to them in building their ministry and helping get veterans off the street, keep them safe, warm, and dry. So definitely come out June 30th, hear us speak, get some awesome cupcakes, get some great food, and help out some veterans get off the streets. All right. Couple more announcements and then we'll get started. Live versus recording. Haven't heard anybody call us in. 253-584-1480, or you can go and hit us on the Back to Basics Facebook page. If we don't get any responses or phone calls within the month, or if we don't hear anybody want us to stay live, we're going to go record it each Sunday evening. That'll give us freedom to serve more people, and then you guys can just listen to us and not worry about calling. Oh, you guys are lighting up the phones. You guys really want me to come in. So let us go filter those out, and we'll answer your phone calls in a moment. So I can just hit the button for us. All right. All right, we're going to filter those phone calls out real quick, and then we'll get connected. So I guess you want to keep us live. That's pretty awesome. And as we're going over and waiting for that person to come live on the show, we're taking our Facebook mini-series on sexual personality style, and we're bringing it back to the show live. It's just been really difficult to get it on Facebook, so we're working through that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if kids are listening, please, we're not going to go graphic, we're not going to go in detail, but we are talking about sexual personality styles. So please go over, and if your kids are listening, I would suggest that they be 12 and above. You can just, or if you can just tune out today and listen to our podcast. If you have kids around, you just can't get away from them. Totally understand. I have 4 of my own. So we love them dearly. We want to protect them well, but we are going to go teach on how marriage is going to have better sexual relationships by understanding their sexual personality style. So we are going to go breeze through the basics of the personality styles. We've already went through this 2 weeks ago. So we're going to go over our basics of our dominant and our inspiring style. You guys should already know about your differences between outgoing and reserved and task and people. Again, you can go to our show 2 weeks ago. If you need a brush up, we can also post on stuff online. Again, phone calls will tell us you're doing that, or go into our Back2Basics Facebook page. So if you guys remember, there is 4 styles. There was the outgoing and task. That was the dominant, direct, demanding, decisive, determined, and doer. We also had our outgoing and people-oriented style, which is inspiring, influencing, impressionable, interactive, impressive, and interested in people. We also have our S, which is our reserved and people style. That was supportive, stable, steady, sweet, status quo, and shy. And then also you had your conscientious style, which was the cautious, calculating, competent, conscientious, contemplative, and careful. And again, we're going to breeze through the D's and the I's real quick because we went over that 2 weeks ago. So our outgoing and task, some of the characteristics was dominant, demanding, direct, determined, decisive, doers, directors, dogmatic, dreamers, diligent, dynamic, and they can be a tad defiant. So these are the people. Like Donald Trump shows his personality style very much greatly. So you can also think Hillary Clinton. You can think of some other options you can think in your head. It's about 10% of the population. And some other examples are Wayne Gretzky. We already remember Hillary Clinton. General Schwarzkopf. We're really dating ourselves. And also Lucy from the Peanuts. Everybody's seen that movie recently, right? And their basic needs, when you deal with these people, like a Donald Trump of the world, Hillary Clinton, Wayne Gretzky, you know, that person is just really like just go, 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 do. Their basic needs are choice, challenge, and control. So some of the strengths they can be strong-willed, they can be practical, they can be confident, they can be a natural-born leader. When they're under control, they can be self-confident. Out of control, they can be conceited. Under control, they can be competitive. And out of control, they can be ruthless. These are just some of the examples we're breezing over real quick so we can actually get into the sexual personality styles. We might not cover it all today, but we will cover the remainder in our Facebook mini-series. We'll actually get on the gauge and get back on there, because the month of May is fastly approaching. We're already halfway through. So the D-types can go over and make great builders, business owners, real estate developers, news anchors, motivators, military. And just go over real quick what they like and what they are. They like activity and challenge and debate. The D-types can be critical of poorly performed tasks. They can be goal-oriented, intense, performance-conscious, self-confident, and firm. They don't like indecision. They don't like activities without a goal. Slow activities or being told what to do. And they want you to be quick, confident, productive, to the point, specific, and driven. And those are your D's in a nutshell. And that's a brief, quick synopsis. Going as fast as we can so we can actually get into the styles. So outgoing and people. Again, we're going to go over this real quick. Like inspiring, influencing, inducing, impressive, interesting, impressionable, important, interchangeable, interested in people, imaginative, impulsive, and they can be a tad illogical, which means they can go over and they just come off the fly and they could shoot and they can fire first and then they aim later. Going through their percentage of population, they're a little higher. You got to have a lot more fun people, so 25 to 30%. Some examples is, let's get some I Love Lucy, Jim Carrey, he's still alive, so that's a current example. Bugs Bunny, he'll exist forever. And our basic needs are recognition, approval, and popularity. They can be friendly, enthusiastic, personable, and fun. That's their strengths. They can be under control, excited, out of control, emotional, under control, warm, out of control, purposeless. And they can make great actors, preachers, public relations speakers, public speakers, radio personality styles like myself, wedding consultants, and performers. They like to be they like exposure to people, lots of activities, to be on the go and prestige. They enjoy making people happy. They can be higher than a kite, like really woo, and they can be lower as a skunk. It's a sad day. And they can take pleasure in playing while they work. They're fun to watch. They're great starters. They're easily excitable. They don't like being ignored, constraints, ridiculed, being isolated, doing repetitive tasks. And they want you to be fun, responsive, stimulating, positive, upbeat, enthusiastic. Now let's get into the styles that we didn't talk about 2 weeks ago, is reserved in people. And again, we're breezing through this really quickly. If you want to go to great books, go to our website, www.perspectives-reflections.com. Text us on the Back to Basics Facebook page. Look for Perspectives and Reflections.com. Call us in if you want to go over and get information on it. That's 253-584-1480. Or you can call us at Perspective and Reflections when we're off the air, which is 937-321-0807. Again, that is 937-321-0807. So, looks like the lines are lighting up. It went away. Well, it's okay. We'll keep going. So, the S type, the reserved and people-oriented, they can be supportive and steady and stable, secure, servant, sweet, submissive, shy, status quo, sentimental, sameness, and they can be a tad of a sucker. The reason why they can be a tad of a sucker is because they can say yes to everything, and that's unfortunate sometimes because they just agree because they want peace and harmony, so they tend to agree. So they can be a tad of a sucker and get pulled in. The percentage of the population is 30 to 35%. We need a lot of people in supportive roles, just as simple as making a rule, having a vision, trying to get my business up and rolling. I'm looking for people myself, so I need some supportive people. Some examples: Martin Luther King, great supportive person. Michael J. Fox, and the guy with the blanket off the Peanuts show. I can't remember his name right now. Linus, that's it. Our basic needs is a high S, is a high, sweet, sensitive person that's reserved and people-oriented, is appreciation, assurance, and security. Definitely much important. Strengths: calm, practical, conservative, diplomatic. They can be humorous. It's more of a dry humor, but they can be humorous at sometimes and even trustworthy. Under control, they can be relaxed. Out of control, lacking initiative. Under control, soft-hearted. Out of control, easily manipulated. Under control, amiable, and out of control, they can be resentful. They can make good artists, chefs, HR directors, nurses, pharmacists, pastors, school teachers, technicians, and even waiters and waitresses. They are off the chain because they're so supportive in that particular role, and they love to serve, and they usually get probably good tips if they do that, because if you have a really supportive person there that takes care of you, you're going to support them well too. Always tip well. That is our advice from Back to Basics, is tip well. We want to love in Christ, so tip well. The types they like to have peace, stabilizing things, helping others, to finish a job, and teamwork. They consider the feelings of others. They will support you, and they want to be appreciated. The S types are agreeable, the nicest people in the world. Oh man, they just you could hate them and you'd still hug them. It's just they're that nice. Loyal friends, concerned about how to start, and great finishers. They don't like insensitivity, misunderstandings. They are great at diplomatic type events. They don't like surprises. They don't like intense conversations. Don't go, don't yell, and they don't want to be being pushed. You want to let them lead the conversation. And the types they want you to be is kind, pleasant, caring, patient, understanding, and gentle. And now we're going to get into the C's. Again, if we don't finish, go listen on our Facebook page. We will post in the next couple of days. I promise you that. I will be up until 2 in the morning if I need to keep my promise. And I am sorry I did not get posted. So enjoy this now. So reserved and task-oriented types, the C's, they can be cautious, competent, cognitive, careful,